morning, my YouTube friends, and welcome back to another video. So today's video is going to be a week in the life of a 5th grade virtual teacher. You may be wondering, Amber, why didn't you post yesterday? Well, about that. I didn't feel like it. I am not gonna lie to you. My channel is not that big right now, and it's slowly growing, but it takes a lot of effort for what feels like no reward. And I am just tired. I'm still tired. I binge watched the entire first season of Quantico this weekend. If you haven't seen Quantico, go watch it. It's really good. So yeah, I took a weekend for myself. Sorry, not sorry. But today we're going to do a week in the life. It is Monday, February 1st, and I'm going to walk you through what I do every day. Today is a busy day. I have 5 minutes before my Zoom starts. I usually hop on right at 9:30. I'm not really an early bird to it because I usually am doing stuff like filming or grading or whatever else I need to be doing. Today is no exception. I have lots of things to do. My to-do list is very long, and I'm actually starting to get behind on a couple things, so I really need to step up my game and fix some of those things. I have my morning Zoom today at 9:30. I have a lunch break at about 11:30, maybe 12. We have our evening Zoom or afternoon Zoom at 12:30, which is where I will be teaching science and history today, and then at 2 o'clock I have another Zoom with my sped teacher. Then I have to film a recap video and get those out before 4 o'clock, and then at 4 I have my college seminar Zoom meeting, so I have to sit through that. But I also have homework that I need to do before the college Zoom starts that I have yet to do. Being a student and being a teacher at the same time is very difficult. And student teaching is hard. It's hard in general. And I am not gonna lie, I have not been on my A game this weekend. Like I said, I took a week for myself, which was really nice to decompress. However, I'm feeling the repercussions of that now because I didn't do any schoolwork over the weekend except for answer a few emails and stuff and help some kids do some grading. That's really all I did. But I didn't do a whole lot of like planning or other work like that. So it's been a whirlwind of emotions, and I guess we're gonna go ahead and get started with this Zoom, and I hope that I can find some time to do my college homework before, please ignore the dogs barking, before my college Zoom tonight, because I have not done any of my homework. Oh boy, oh boy. I also just quickly wanted to show you these like 2 little inspirational calendar things. So this one it's a soccer ball, and I played soccer for 11 years, and so this says, "The Lord is my strength" at the bottom. And they're just like different little verses, and so you flip the cards every day, and you put the month and the date. So today's February 1st, and this was the card that like I do a rotation with these, and so like these are the ones I've used, and then these are new ones, and then when all of them get to the back, I flip them because the other side also has a verse on it. So like they use both sides of the cards, obviously. Anyway, so this one today says February 1st, the eternal God is your refuge, and that's Deuteronomy 33:27, which I thought was really, really good. But then this is a little flip chart, and it's about teaching, and so it says February 1st. Today's verse is, "God is our refuge and strength and ever-present help in trouble." And that's from Psalms 46:1. And so usually these verses don't really match, but this one is completely by random. Like, it's just like however the cards fall, and I shuffle them every time. Completely random. This one is like obviously preset. I don't know what they all are. This is my first year using it. So I just find it very interesting that they happen to match today. And maybe that's because I need to hear this verse, that God is our refuge in times of trouble. And so I feel like today's going to be a hard day, and I'm going to feel exhausted. And so I think this is a great verse to help keep me grounded throughout today.
Right. I'm going to go ahead and start. Today's the first day of February. Does anybody know what we typically celebrate during the month of February?
Petrol?
What?
The hedgehog thing where...
Oh, you mean the, not the hedgehog.
Groundhog.
Groundhog. Is that tomorrow? Yeah, and I think if he what? I always get confused. If he sees his shadow.
6 more weeks of winter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you really believe the groundhog can predict that?
No.
Does anybody know what month we call February?
Black History Month.
It's Black History Month.
Hello. So it is now lunchtime. I've gotten me some lunch here. I need to regroup myself because we are changing our schedule a little bit today. Me teaching science and history. Science is important because SOL subject. History is not an SOL subject in 5th grade. Math and reading took a little bit longer this morning than we thought, which is good because the math activity was really good. We did a number talk, which I've never really understood number talks. My brain doesn't think that way, and so to see one in action with 5th graders, they did really well with it, I think, and I was super impressed with their participation because participation online with 5th grade is pretty hard to come by. I think they did really well with it, so yeah, so I need to do that. I'm gonna fix and tweak history to make it work for what we are doing today. Okay, let me show you guys what I originally had planned for today for history. So this was my original plan to do this is a Battle of Bunker Hill video they were going to watch on their own time. This is their homework, and we were going to do this Common Sense, Thomas Paine's Common Sense from American Revolution, and answer these questions here together in Zoom. However, I just don't think we have time to do that today, so we're going to move that to tomorrow. So that's all going to be tomorrow. I'm going to take out this slide here, and I'm going to change this to 2-2, and I'm just going to put Common Sense in here. Tonight I will add whatever else I need to do. This one is going to be called History 2-1. Okay? So now I have, for today, I'm just going to assign this to them and show them what to do. They're just going to watch this video here on the Battle of Bunker Hill and come to Zoom prepared with that video for tomorrow, which we'll talk about Battle of Bunker Hill tomorrow. So yeah, just a quick change in plans. I try really hard to keep everything organized. So I'm just going to go change that. I also have that posted in Canvas, so I'm going to go change that. Hello, the infamous Dot.
Hi.
We're looking at our math problems. Go look at your math from today. See if you have any comments from I need to fix anything, any questions, all that good stuff. We're going to talk about the Battle of Bunker Hill and Common Sense by Thomas Paine. But we're not going to really talk about a whole lot today. You're just going to watch a video for homework on Class Kick. And we'll talk about most of it tomorrow. Because today we're going to talk about sound. And I'm really excited for tomorrow's science lesson, you guys. We are checking out our science work. Math work from today, from this morning. Go look at your math in Class Kick and see if you have any comments from it. If you have any questions, let me know. Hi, hello. I have no idea what the last thing I was what I showed you was, it's been a day. It is 3 o'clock. Okay. I have 1 hour to complete a 5-page action research planning sheet. And I need my cooperating teacher's help, but I don't know if she's busy or not. I totally did not tell her about this. I completely forgot about it. Oh, I feel terrible. I'm awful. I'm the worst. Can I quit yet? Is it too late to just drop out of my career? I don't want to do it anymore. Okay, I actually am not as behind as I thought it was going to be. I was like positive there was way more on this list than there actually is, so that's a good thing. Okay, see, each week we have like things we're supposed to get done. There's just a lot. I'm so spastic today. This is going to be the worst intro to this vlog ever. I need to do that action research thing. I really need my teacher to Zoom me because I don't know what I'm doing and I need her help. So I'm kind of just sitting here waiting to see if she'll respond to me. Once I do that, I need to then create daily review videos, which, look, I may not do that. I may not. I don't know. We'll see. I may not do that today. And then I need to get ready for this Zoom at 4. My college seminar at 4. Get ready for my college seminar at 4. And then I also need to write up at least 1 or 2 clinical cycles from last week that I totally screwed up and did not write up, which is my own fault. And those need to be submitted this week. And I still need a plan for tomorrow. I mean, like, I have, like, plans, but, like, I don't have everything made. Like, my assignments and PowerPoints and all that kind of stuff made. So, I need to go do that. I'm going to try my hardest to work on this and see how far I get, and hopefully I get to do with my teacher. Then I'm going to have college seminar. I'm actually losing my marbles. Losing my marbles. The marbles I never had. Okay, bye. Hi, hello, how are ya? How you doing? What's up? Okay, so it's quite a bit later. It is now 5:30. My seminar is over. However, right now, I don't even know, my brain is all over the place. There's so much I need to do. I am going to sit down and I'm going to make some to-do list. I'm going to fill my planner out to have due dates because I don't have any due dates right now. If you are curious at all, for student teaching we have to have 300 total hours and I have to have 45 extra hours in special ed because I'm doing my special education endorsement. Special education endorsement. So I have to have 345 hours in total of the course of 3 months. That's a lot. Right now I have 125 hours and it has not even been a full month. So that makes me feel a little better that this is doable. However, we have to have enough hours in each thing, like in the other category and in our teaching category. The instructional hours is the hard part. I only have 32 instructional hours out of that 125. So I really need to up that instructional time, and I get to count those. I get to count, you know, these videos and things that I'm making for math reviews and stuff as instructional hours. So that's what I'm going to focus on today and tomorrow, is hounding out, or not really today and tomorrow, but like just getting in the habit of doing that. And so every day, literally every day, I'm going to get into the habit of making daily recap videos for students who are not on Zoom, to post to our Canvas page and to send to our 2 special education students in our class. And those will also count towards my SPED hours. So it's not 2 birds with 1 stone, but at least I'm getting my SPED hours, and that's what I'm focusing on right now. So I'm going to focus on doing those right now and finishing those for today. And then if I have time, I will eat dinner and then curl up in my bed, watch some more Quantico, season 2 of Quantico, which is what I finished season 1 yesterday, so I'm on season 2 now. Probably do a little write up a little bit of my clinical cycle while I watch Quantico. Just because I want to. Right now I'm going to focus on making a review of today's stuff. A review video of today's stuff. And figure that out. So that those can be sent directly to our 2 special ed students. Does anyone else, like, any other people in the education system, like, I feel like saying special ed students is demeaning, and I never mean for it to be demeaning, but that's literally what it is. It's special education. These students require something a little bit more special to help them succeed, and it's not about equality, it's about equity. It's not about everyone getting the same thing. It's about everyone getting what they need to succeed. And that's the way I look at it. So if you have been offended by me saying that in previous videos or in this video or in future videos, I'm sorry. But at the same time, it's not about equality. It's about equity. Everyone getting what they need to succeed, because every situation is completely different. And that goes for gen ed kids and special ed kids. Like, if you don't even think about special ed, even gen ed kids, certain students need special things. Like, we have a student in our class who is in a custody situation where 1 week when they're with a certain parent, they have access to internet and are able to attend Zooms, and the next week they are not able to attend Zooms. So we do not hold them accountable for not being able to attend those Zooms, because what point would that do? Like, that's not their fault, and that's just the situation that we're all in right now with Corona and in their personal life. And so we do not hold that student accountable for that, obviously. And that's the same thing for special education. Some students are physically or mentally not capable of doing certain things, and we should not hold them accountable for those things. Okay, enough of a rant. I'm going to just film some videos and see if I can get them uploaded. I don't know how to work Canvas Studio at all, but we're gonna figure it out. Okay. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Oh my god. Are you a child today?
No, I'm okay.
Okay.
I might be a child today, but don't judge me.
Okay.
I bought Hot Wheels.
Dear Lord.
Later that same evening.
Let me just show you something. It is 9 o'clock at night, and I just finished getting myself ready for tomorrow. Like, I'm not ahead, I am behind, I have so much to do, and I don't have time to do it because I decided to take this past weekend to myself. That's what I get for trying to take a mental health break. Now I'm more stressed than I would have been just doing the work on the weekend. But the good news is I am planned for tomorrow. I need to do a few things, touch up some things here and there before tomorrow, but I have worked literally, I have not taken a break. Like, I have not looked at Facebook. I have not looked at anything today. Like, I have not taken a break. And I have worked for 14 hours straight. Of course, I took my lunch break, but I was still planning during my lunch break. I was just eating and planning. Today was a day. It was a day. And I'm not mad about it. It wasn't a bad day by any means, but it was a hard day. I'm pretty much gonna just completely crash. I need to log my hours. I got to add 14 more hours today because Lord have mercy. I don't remember everything I did. I'm done. Like, there's so much I need to do, and I'm gonna, like, worry about it all night tonight. Like, how am I gonna get all this done? How am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do this? I know I am. But, like, I'm too exhausted to do anything else. I can barely log these hours without my brain literally wanting to explode. I'm done for today. I am logging off. I am putting things away on my desk. Cleaning my desk. Not even, you know what? Nope. Not even gonna really clean my desk. It looks semi-clean. That's about all I care. I will see you tomorrow morning.
The next day.
Yeah.
My goal today is to do all my schoolwork. My goal today is to do all my like school stuff before 5 p.m. and then do some like clinical cycle write-ups after 5. And hopefully those will only take me an hour or two to do because I've done multiples of them before. I will show you what we're doing for science and history today. This is going to be our question of the day. I need to make the question of the day. Don't judge me. Then we're going to play a little review game, which I have 2 waves here, wave 2 and wave 3, and they're going to tell me which one has a higher frequency. We're going to use the waterfall chat method on Zoom. Which one would produce a higher pitch, which one would produce a softer volume, and then which wave would most likely be produced by a smaller instrument. All of them are going to be wave 2 except for this one, the third one. That's me, wave 3. So we're going to have some good conversation about that. We talked a little bit about this yesterday, but I didn't want to, and I gave them a little bit of a worksheet to complete yesterday, but that was much more simpler than this. So I'm excited to see their results for that. I haven't graded it yet. And this is going to be a little review. And then I have some questions. We're going to talk about mediums of sound today and how sound waves travel through mediums. So what does a sound wave have, or what does a sound wave have to have in order for it to travel? It has to have a medium or matter for it to travel through. What is it called when there is no blank for it to travel through? And once they get, I'm just going to go ahead and put it. They may be smart enough to figure it out, but that's okay. What is it called when there's no matter for it to travel through? It's going to be a vacuum. That's the answer. Then I'm going to do a little demonstration. How does sound travel through matter? We're going to do a little demonstration with some sprinkles and some saran wrap. I will try and record that so you guys can see it. This stuff, vacuum, medium, kind of reiterating things again. I may move this and do this one first after that to answer those questions, and then do this one. Do the demonstration, and then I'll also play this video, which is also going to show them the same thing that's going to be shown in my demonstration, and just kind of reinforce. Then again, same thing, different concepts. Then I have a video of how sound travels underwater and how you can hear the sound underwater, which is pretty cool. I do need to ask my teacher about that real quick, because there is a girl in a bikini. I mean, come on, she's wearing a bikini. She's not being seductive. It's for science. I don't know. And then for science today, they have a video quiz to complete on Canvas. So this is the link to the Google Slides. I always link my slides. And then this is explaining the directions to the video. They have to, do this quiz here. I'm sure none of them have done it yet. Yeah, no. But the video is like 6 minutes long, but it goes into like high school level sound wave stuff. So I told them, you do not have to watch the whole video, just answer the 4 questions and you're done. There's only 4 questions that are embedded into this video, and it's only the first like 2 minutes. So I'm going to explain that to them, and hopefully they get it. And I mean, if they want to watch the whole thing, they can, but they don't have to understand it all. It's irrelevant. So yeah, that's what we're doing for science. Then this is what we're doing for history. So we always do science then history. Sometimes we take a break in between. It varies every day. So I have this slide in here as like we will begin back at whatever. Then for homework yesterday, I told them to watch a video on Class Kick. And so we're going to talk about that video and talk briefly about the Battle of Bunker Hill and what happened. And then we're going to move in and talk about Thomas Paine and Common Sense. I have a Class Kick for them that we're going to do an activity with Thomas Paine's Common Sense together. And then I'm going to show them this video about the Declaration of Independence. So I'm going to show them this video of the Declaration of Independence. It's the signing of the Declaration from the movie 1776. So I'm going to show them that. I need to proof watch it and make sure there's no bad language in it. I don't think there is. I think it's just music. And then I always have a what's everything I need to do today, and so I put this at the end of my lessons, the end of the day, because like that's the end of the school day for them. Or the end of like instructional time, and this is yesterday's work, so as we do reading and math, I will change those.
Do you really think the groundhog can predict winter?
No, not yet.
Only the weathermen can do that. I'm not even sure where that tale came from, but
Yeah.
Hi you guys, it's a bit later. It is 3 p.m. I haven't talked to you guys much today. I'm taking a mental break for myself before I plan for tomorrow and then do some clinical cycle work. It is freezing cold here. And I just want to sing something. I've never listened to the entire song of Driver's License, so I want to learn how to sing Driver's License. So, just enjoy this little clip of me trying to learn it. Ooh, let's do piano version. Karaoke. Okay, so this is my first try. Never sang this song before in my life. Got my driver's license last week, just like we always talked about. Cause we were so excited for me to finally drive up to your house. Today I drove through the suburbs, crying cause you weren't around. And I know we weren't perfect, but I never felt this way for no one. And I just can't imagine how you could be so okay now that I'm gone. I guess you didn't mean what you wrote in that song about me. Cause you said forever, now I drive alone past your street. That's a hard one. Through the suburbs. And pictured I was driving home too. So sad. And I know we weren't perfect, but I never felt this way for no one. No, I can't imagine how you could be so okay now that I'm gone. I guess you didn't mean what you wrote in that song about me. Cause you said forever, now I drive alone past your street. Red lights, stop signs, I still see your face in the white cars, front yards. Can't drive past the places we used to go to. Cause I know I still love you, babe.
The next day.
Well, hello everyone. It is Wednesday. I know I did not vlog much yesterday. Yesterday was a crazy day. On my lunch break, it is Wednesday. Yesterday was a crazy day. I did not have much time to film yesterday. I spent most of the evening kind of relaxing, which was really nice. Today we're playing catch up with student work. I just made me a waffle, egg, and cheese sandwich. So it's just 2 freezer waffles and I fried them in a pan. And I have a scrambled egg and some cheese in there. And I have some syrup that I'm dipping it in. This is really good. I love making these. It just takes some time. I have about 30 minutes for a lunch break right now. So that's what I'm going to do is I'm going to watch some YouTube or something that is non-school related. I will catch up with you guys later.
Later.
Hi you guys, it's later in the evening. It is 3:30 and if you can hear this very annoying whine, I am on puppy duty. Did you say hi to the puppy? Hello. So I'm on puppy duty. I have a meeting in about 30 minutes and then I need to plan a couple things. And hopefully this puppy will go to sleep That's my hope, at least. I think it's at 4 below is yes. Things on my to-do list for today. I need to start writing Clinical Cycle 2. That needs to be turned in by tomorrow night. I turned in Clinical Cycle 1 today. Got a 100. Yay. That's exciting. So I'm going to do Clinical Cycle 2, my write-up for it. You guys, look at this. I can't. Look at it. Look at that face. Oh my goodness. He's too cute for his own good. Okay, sorry. Little interruption. To-do list. I'm gonna make my to-do list right now as I tell you guys, because if I don't write it down, I'm not gonna remember what I say. Plan science for tomorrow, which is mostly planned. I want to add a few things, get it completely ready, and make a module. And then I need to post modules for science and history. And then I also need to plan history. And I want to make a few more math review videos. So I'm just going to create modules. Yeah, so that's my goal for today is I need to plan science and history, post those modules on our Gen Ed Canvas page, make some math review videos from 5th grade content, post them to our 5th grade page, update the 5th grade page on Canvas for our recorded lessons, and fix the SPED, our specialist homepage as well. I don't know if this will help anyone else, but virtual learning, this is literally what I have done like all day long, is I have my email open at all times, and then I have things I need to work on. I need to work on an Instagram bio. That'll probably stay until tomorrow. I was planning history earlier, so I got halfway done through that. I need to finish. This is college work. I need to do my clinical cycle stuff, so this is all my college stuff. And then I have my Canvas pages, because now I'm 2 Canvas pages, because I am SPED and Gen Ed. And then I have ClassCake open too, but just to like, you use Chrome, grouping things like that, grouping in Chrome tabs makes it so much easier so there's not 14 tabs open, and that's, I don't know about you guys, but that's something that drives me nuts is I hate having like 14 tabs open. So right now I'm gonna really just hash out some things and see how much I can really get done because I don't have much time, so I'm gonna play some music and I think that'll help. I think that'll help the puppy as well. I think that'll help the puppy sleep as well. So let's get to it.
Did you have a nice nap, Bowles? Did you have a nice nap?
Hello everyone, it is Friday, and you're probably thinking, Amber, this is a week in your life. What happened Thursday? Well, it's almost 1 o'clock. I'm going to do a clinical cycle, finish typing that up, so I can submit it. I'm going to work on planning for next week. I'm probably only going to try and plan Monday and Tuesday today, and put a private comment in my college classroom. We use Google Classroom for college. So I'm going to say that I will have it to her by Sunday night, because me and my teacher usually meet to discuss the planning of the next week, the upcoming week, Sunday night. So I will see you guys later. It is 2 o'clock now, and I have been working on my clinical cycle and also doing TikTok. Whoopsie. But I wanted to show you guys exactly what a clinical cycle looks like. So right now, I'm not completely done. I'm getting ready to write my last couple pages, and I have 10 pages of written data. I'm probably going to have about 11, maybe 12. By the time I finish, probably more like 11. Let's be realistic here. But this is one lesson. I mean, one singular lesson that lasted 30 to 40 minutes. And I have 11 pages of a write-up about it. It's ridiculous. I mean, like, I understand the point of clinical cycles and I get it, but like, the ones I did last semester were like 19 pages, 18 pages. This is like bare minimum. Like, I'm doing bare minimum right now. So this is part of my clinical cycle. I'm trying to show you things without showing you the names of my professors and people, because I'm not supposed to do that. So up here at the top of this has got like information about my teacher and whatnot, and my lesson plans and times. This was a summary of the lesson, and then my 2 questions I was trying to assess in this clinical cycle. So will the use of my parent share allow students to develop a deeper understanding for the history of the song My Shot? And will my use of an exit ticket allow students to show me what they have learned from today's lesson? The answer to both those questions was no. They did not. I still have to write a 1 to 2 paragraph rationale for my strategies here. This is my formal lesson plan from the college that I attend. So this is my lesson plan. I still need to finish this part right here. Somehow that is spelled wrong. Don't know how. I need to finish this part. This is the rest of it here. Yep. Still lesson plan. And then this is my data chart. So this was the modified pair and share and the groups I put them in. Did they both talk in the room? Yes or no? Then I made another chart about the Jamboard. I can't show you that. It has student names on it. But it's just another chart that says, you know, what it just has their direct answers on it. It looks like this. So it just has their actual answers and what if they put an answer or not. Yeah, it was a hot mess. Continuing on, this is me doing my whole write-up about it, the write-up about it, the write-up about it. I can't show you this part down here. It has student names on it, but again, I'm going to quickly just... All this is a write-up, and I'm getting ready to finish my last page here. So many people say elementary education is easy. Oh my gosh, you just teach kids how to read and write. You know, being a teacher is easy. No, it is not. Like, this is my college work outside of the work that I'm expected to do as a student teacher. So this whole thing is just extremely frustrating. And like I said, I get the point of a clinical cycle. I get it. It makes sense. However, I feel like it's a lot of unnecessary work and you just have to write it up and prove that you know what you're talking about. But like, I'm proving that I know what I'm talking about like 14 times over again. You know, and so I feel like 1 to 2 of these per student teaching would be sufficient. Instead, we're asked to do 4. Again, this pandemic, they're being lenient. You know, everything is situational. It depends on the situation you're in. I am in a grade that I feel that I can accomplish these 4 and do them. So I've already done, this is my second one. I already turned 1 in, got 100 on that. I think that was Tuesday or Wednesday I turned that in. I mean, it's not doable. It's just frustrating when I could be lesson planning right now, and I'm not. Anyway, enough of my rants. I just posted a couple TikToks today, so if you're not following me on TikTok, go follow me on TikTok. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe. Hit that post notification bell. And hopefully I'll be posting more and more videos related to student teaching. It's 2 o'clock. I'm gonna freaking finish this clinical cycle because I'm gonna explode. Anyway, bye.